Reason why I don't really want to get into Russian, like, because I used to be thirsty. I used to be very clingy, very nice. Wash women's feet, open doors for women. For the females. Yeah, of course I wanted to be. I could be. I'd go all out. I could be hardworking, make money. I could do all that. Even so, she couldn't even give me the reciprocation in same energy then. I guess is what I could do for somebody, I guess. But now, they say a woman will never come to me. And especially if she makes some money, but then they say, oh, it's not about the money. If it's not about the money, we would have already had to establish a team goals and work together. I wouldn't be single right now. I still actually will be in a relationship I've been with. If it wasn't about money, if it wasn't about that, hey, but if the woman wants, like I said, well, I always say this, if the woman wants a voice, if the woman wants this and that, then why does she complain? Why does she need someone else's money if she's working for hers? You know what I'm saying? But I think what you should do is put it together. And then plus, if since money comes and money goes, love the person for who they are. Give them a chance. I mean, talk to them. Communication is very important. You cannot have a relationship or a team whatsoever if you don't have communication. How do you expect to win a Super Bowl or a freaking championship if you have no communication at all? You have to make plays. You have to tell them to go this and this route. Say, I'm open, or whatever case may be to have a successful team. You have to have communication. If you don't have communication at all, especially if you say, oh, with God, you lack nothing, right? But if you lack communication, how do you expect to have a relationship with God in the first place? You have to pray to Him. You have to talk to God. You have to, have that communication with the higher power. You have to have communication with Him. You have to. You have to have that. You have to have communication. To have a relationship with anything or anybody, you have to have some type of communication. I gave people my number. I gave people my address before. I mean, I'll let them say address before, but you could still hit me up. People on phones every single time. There was no excuse. I still know how to resume. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. Shows I know how to cook. It shows I do this and that. I know how to pray. I've been reading the Bible with y'all. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. People say, oh, why you do this on your social media account? Do I bother you by your social? I think I pray for every single buddy on your account. So why don't you always coming at me? Especially when I say, if God is for us, who could be against? You know what I'm saying? Like, when people throw fiery darts, and it is what it is. They belittle every little thing I do. And I don't have nobody to talk to. And I don't think I'm better than y'all. Like, no one wants to one up and say I'm lazy, something that I can't be. I don't lack communication. I made my way to people more than they ever do me. So, lack of communication is not me. And I'm just saying. So, I know I pray every day. I go through things in life. But why would I bother even trying to look for a female, and she can't even communicate? Like, for real. Even presidents have to communicate with the Senate, and everybody else has to communicate. Communication is very important, whether you guys like to admit it or not. Now, what kind of person can you be if you try to throw away the communication for somebody? That makes you actually less of a human being. Because they could communicate and try their best, but guess what? You know, so I gotta go.